Hey all, it's Carolyn. I'm doing a little quick layering of data, creating some people in FamilySearch, and I thought you might want to see it. I move fast, but I'll explain as I go. So here's John Wesley Baker. We know he's definitely deceased because he was born more than 110 years ago. And the data we have so far is that he was born in Pennsylvania in the United States. Note, the last change that I made was it just carried Pennsylvania over from a census, no country. You have to put the country in. There could be a Pennsylvania in freaking South Africa, and I wouldn't know it, right? But you have to specify what country you're talking about. Okay, so the blue dot on the upper right is a hint. So let's take a look at that hint. A birth index. Okay, it's his exact name, so we're going to look at it. And yes, the wife is correct, and he does have a son of that name. So here we go. I'm going to compare. Now what it's doing is it's showing the record on the left, the tree on the right, and we can examine further by rolling. Haha, there is an attachment already. Let's see who that is. No, it's wrong. Okay, here we go. I have to detach it from this person because this was done badly. And in the reason, I'm going to say wrong person. And then I'm going to detach it. Hate it when that happens. People do all this work and they just don't even pay attention. You know, they didn't even pay attention that the guy's wife's name was completely different. It's ridiculous. You have to examine all your points of data in order to establish whether or not a record, any given record, belongs with a certain profile or in a certain family. Let's go here. We're going to attach that. And it's going to take forever because it's FamilySearch. And then this is also wrong. So we're going to detach it. Just because she had a J in her first name does not mean that it's the same person. Okay, here we go. Now we're attaching to her. And now we've got John. We want to give him his specific birth date, right? So superior information is over inferior information. The birth record is better than an estimated year of birth in a census. And also formatting, very important. See that the month is called January. It's not called Jan. So we're going to back arrow one and it's going to bring up the correct information. Hennepin County, Minnesota, United States is correct. We save it. And that is how we layer data. Detach. That is not correct. And attach. So somebody was basically completely not paying attention and just running around in glee. Now the other thing is, I want to be sure to indicate John is living. He was born in 1944. That is less than 110 years from now, before now. And the thing is, a lot of people will just mark the person deceased and in the reason or the year or the place box, simply put a period, a dot. And that's wrong. That has to be corrected. And that's because of the 110-year rule. Very important stuff. Why the 110-year rule? Because FamilySearch assumes that a person can live to be 110. And the only way to handle that is to disprove it with a death record. So, right now, John Baker is alive as far as I know. A lot of people would just assume, I've seen it happen before, sometimes even people who were born in 1950 or the early 50s, they're assumed to be deceased, and somebody either puts in the period or they put in, and I'm not kidding, old age. My father was born in 1935. He only died in December, and there are plenty of people who were born in 1935 who are still alive. There are people who were born in the 1920s who were still alive. That's why the 110-year rule exists. So This is a very important part of layering on data. Don't assume someone's deceased if they're not more than 110 years old. And that, my friends, is what I do when I layer data in FamilySearch to get a profile up to snuff and as correct as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.